15 years that we are focusing on this problem.
Okay.
When my grandfather was making the wines in the 70s, my father in the 80s, you could easily see that on 10 vintages, 7 were cool, rainy, difficult vintages, and 3 were warm, and those were the great vintages. Today the situation is completely different. On 10 vintages we get 7 that are warm and only 3 that are on the cool side. So it's a major climate change. We work under the sun every day. We produce our grapes, so the majority of our work is spent working in the vineyard. And so by working under the sun, we perceive that the climate has changed, and our focus in the last 15 years has been in finding new ways to manage our vineyard, to find a new way to keep in balance our vineyard, because the technique used in the past, they were fantastic technique for a usual wet, humid, not so bright climate. And now it's changed. I'm not a catastrophic person. I think that we simply have to adapt ourselves. Man always adapted, and there are multiple ways of adapting ourselves. Managing different the canopy of the vines, using in a different way the grassing, doing a pruning and green harvest in different moments of the year, and also focusing and searching for new clones that better perform in warm climate. Nature gave that as well to us. It's about doing more research and looking to find all that. We got some very good results. I think that what I'm presenting here at ProWein, it's the 2013 vintage, where we have all wines that I really love, of great harmony and moderated alcohol. To me, that is a result of 10 years of change.
Okay, but how much alcohol is it now, like this 2013 vintage?
When I say moderated, I mean 13.5.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's
no, it's not 14.5.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. And so what are the wines you are displaying here at the show? And
I'm presenting all the new vintages. So I have Promise, Magari, Sito Moresco 2013.
Camarcanda?
Yes.
And
Camarcanda 2011.
Brunello's also?
I have the Renina Sugaril 2010. I have Barbaresco 2012. That will be released in June. I have some pre-tasting.
And I have always asked this question from Angelo also. You do not promote Barolo anymore. You are Barbaresco. Is that because of the emotional connect, or you feel that in Barolo you need to add Barbera or other grapes to make the wine rounded?
We are, my family started in 1859 making wine in Barbaresco. So we are proudly from Barbaresco.
Sure. For
3 generations my family made only Barbaresco. So Barbaresco is absolutely the most historic wine we have, and that's where our focus is. And then we always try to make things different. We try always to find new way of finding complexity into the wine. And so we decided for our single vineyard, Costa Russi, Sori Tildin, Sori San Lorenzo, Spers, Contesa, all the wines that we make that are single vineyard, we try to find a different complexity by working with 2 varieties, Nebbiolo, Barbera. But we continue to make the Barbaresco, and we have 1 Barolo. It's called the Dagronis.
Yeah, I know. So, two different vineyards, La Mora and...
90% of what we make is Nebbiolo. But for our 5 single vineyard, it's Nebbiolo with 5% Barbera.
Shall we... what do you think of the 2014 harvest?
You make me a very challenging question.
Yeah, well, you know.
2014 was very challenging.
Yes. And
it was a big surprise.
And we'll know the results 3, 4, 5 years from now. So what you tell me now is going to be recorded.
I think, yes. I think that you never have to judge a vintage. You always have to judge a producer.
Of course.
Every region, look at the region of Brunello di Montalcino, 2,000 hectares, but with so different slopes and altitude. You go from 200 to 600 meters of altitude. There are producers that made very good 2014 wines, even though the majority maybe struggled a little bit. We have no problem in selling in bulks the vintages that we don't like. That's why we didn't make in our winery in Montalcino, we didn't make Renina and Sugaril 2009, but not even 2005, 2003, 2002, and we are ready to sell in bulk the next bad vintage. 2014 for us has been very good. We are very proud of the grapes we brought over.
Wonderful.
Despite the average feeling will be of a challenging vintage, it was very challenging. For what regards Piemonte, Barolo and Barbaresco have been a lucky island. It has been much better the weather than not in Veneto or in Toscana, and so also in Piemonte I'm very happy about Frontino.
So shall we taste one of your wines, one of your signature wines?
I'm gonna give you a treat, an older vintage.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, great.
Sono della Serbia, se interessa proprio della Serbia, bene, altrimenti
Il biglietto, ma io ho già un importatore.
Ok.
Tra 10 minuti, però anche...
Oh wow, Gaia 97, huh? That's
99.
99, okay.
Sorista Lorenzo,
Okay,
99.
okay. You taste me and tell me what you feel about the wine. So let me have a look at the bottle for a second.
1999 is one of the most classic and powerful vintages of Piemonte.
Yeah.
You know, it's a wine that it took long time to open up. 99 was very tannic and massive.
Okay.
But now of course, it's way after 10 years and we can enjoy it at its best. You have the elegance and the floral and delicate perfumes of Nebbiolo are still there with some earthy mineral.
I always say, or I feel anyway, that Barbaresco is feminine and Barolo is masculine. Is that do you think I'm right in thinking that?
You know, in Barbaresco the soil is a little bit softer
Yeah.
than in Barolo, so gives you a softer wine
Yeah.
with more open bouquet.
Okay. So what are the tasting notes for you on this wine?
It's
Apart from the fact it's very sexy and seductive.
there are a lot of botanical perfume. I can find rosemary. I can find absolutely leather. A lot of dry flowers.
Okay.
Plum. This kind of fruit. A lot of roots. This is very typical of Nebbiolo. Rhubarb,
Ah, okay.
quinine.
Okay.
So this is an expression of
Okay.
earthiness of the wine.
Okay. Lovely wine, yes. And one last question. I think the last I saw you yesterday, you were not married. And you were probably the most eligible bachelorette in Italy. Any plans to change your marital status or busy in
This
the
video
wine?
is not only a promotion of my wine, but it's promotion of myself.
Yes, yeah. So, so people can apply.
Let's say that is not one of my priorities.
Okay.
The wedding.
Okay.
We will see. We will see.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
So you work very hard. How often do you travel for business now?
1 week a month. I keep it there. Could be much more or less, but 1 week a month is.
So are you helping? Helping Angelo in terms of taking over his duties of export management?
That's the work. Yes.
Okay.
Trying to, you know, in a family business, you don't have specific roles. You need
Of course,
to take care
yeah.
of everything and
Yeah,
overview everything.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of my job and what I'm trying to do.
Well, thank you very much for the interview and then the wine. Cheers to that, and we hope to see you in India very soon. All the
you.
best. Thank you very much. Bye.
Gaia straight, and how did you end up with the name Gaia Gaia?
You know, we drink a lot of wine at my house. Probably they forgot that the family name was the same. But my family name is like the name of the winery, that is Gaia with a J. And many people, they mistake it and they pronounce it Gaja or Gaja. And actually, it's a little bit tricky as a name because Gaia, it's not a totally Italian name. We don't have J in the Italian alphabet. And that's why in Italy we pronounce J or Y like an I. And that's why we say Gaia, no Gaja or Gaja. Probably the name is Spanish by origin. So we settled in Barbaresco probably in the 1500s, but originally it was a Spanish family. And my first name is Gaia with an I, so it's Gaia Gaja. And I think that it's a name that is very appropriate because Gaia means happiness.
Ooh.
I'm a happy person.
So happy, happy.
happy.
Now, Barbaresco is a village itself, but there are a few other villages that can use the Barbaresco name on the bottle.
Yeah.
So
Making a wine that has to be 100% Nebbiolo. Nebbiolo has to be growing in the village of Barbaresco, that gave the name to the wine, Traiso and Neve. So are 3 little villages. The total hectare age, I think we are around 600 hectares. Is the area of Barbaresco.
Which is actually
Tiny, super tiny, yeah.
when you're drinking Barbaresco, how would you distinguish Barbaresco from Barolo, your neighbors?
Well, Barbaresco and Barolo are both of them exactly same variety.
Yeah.
100% Nebbiolo, simply one growing in Barbaresco area and one in the Barolo area, that are 10 kilometers far apart one from the other. I think that Barbaresco, there is not one that is stronger or more powerful than the other. They are 2 totally different personality. Barbaresco, always people say that is a feminine expression of Nebbiolo, because in Barbaresco you get a Nebbiolo that is slightly, a little bit less tannic, with more flower perfumes, more sweet spices perfume. When you move to the Barolo area, is still flowers, but is much more mushrooms or wet soil, burned soil. Is not sweet spices like sometimes I find ginger inside the Barbaresco, jasmine, but is more licorice, so is one step more earthy. So I think the Barbaresco is the most ethereal and Barolo is the most earthy. They age both of them greatly. Tonight we're going to have a dinner with some great old vintages, like 71, Barbaresco. Yeah. Winery of my family started in 1859 in the village of Barbaresco, started with my great-great-grandfather. His name was Giovanni. Our wines that they are not immediately approachable, they are very much a closed book. It's a book that you have to do the effort of opening and reading, and that they don't immediately smile to you. You have to put also your attention into the glass. They open little by little with the years to come, but they have the great potential of improving with time in the glass and with years into the bottle. There are 2 categories of wine. There are wines to drink with your friends, wines that you can drink and at the same time you can not focus too much on the wine and have fun with your friends, even if there is loud music, even if everyone is talking. And then there are wines to drink with the person you love. And our wines are like that. So we are in the village of Barbaresco. We are in the region of Langhe in Piemonte, in the historic winery of my family. That is a family of farmers that in 1859 started to not just produce grapes, but decided to start to produce wine as well. And so we became a winery making wine in 1859, started with my great-great-grandfather Giovanni, then his son Angelo took over, then my grandfather Giovanni, then my father Angelo, and now myself, my sister, and Giovanni, my brother.
Okay.
So we are 5 generations. In 5 generations, we have been able of buying some beautiful vineyards. That has been the scope and the goal of every generation. Most of the vineyards that we own and we farm are in the Barbaresco area, which means Barbaresco village and Traiso. These are the 2 villages where we own vineyards. And we also have vineyards in the Barolo area, which is just 20 minutes far away from here, in Serralunga and in La Morra.
La Morra, okay. And could you also maybe tell us more about yourself? What are your responsibilities at Gaia, and how did you get involved? Was it set for you from the beginning, or was it your free will?
Allora, I grew up in this tiny village that is the village of Barbaresco, which is a village of 600 people. All my friends, they come from families making wine or from families delivering grape to the cooperative of Barbaresco. So everyone has a family involved with wine. So you grow up listening to your parents and grandparents constantly talking about some disease, some changement in climate, and blah, 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 blah. And my mom is also from Barbaresco, and so having my grandparents, my parents, seeing them so involved, for the love that I have for my family, I said, I will bring forward their project. I don't want the project to die when they will die. I want to bring forward their dreams. And that has been the hook, the love that I have for my family. And then I started to work in 2004, and
very quickly I completely fell in love with the world of wine.